So I want you to get just a little lower to the ground, and then I want you to feel like if there's a height change at all, it's actually lower than the ceiling that you start touching. Still languid though, so it's just a depth feeling. There we go. Coming up, do that.
Oh, I remember this feel.
Let's talk through some objectives for the session here.
Yep. Blades.
Wait, what?
I had a couple blades, like pitch shots in my, because I was kind of like hanging back and like releasing it. I was trying to hit like high shots.
Yeah.
But I think I tilted right and kind of equated one.
Okay.
And then I
didn't get to the ground.
Didn't get to the ground, no. And then thin strikes.
Okay.
Like even the good ones they feel a little bit like they're close to being too thin. You know what I mean? Like goes straight or goes where I want. But
got it. Contact on high pitch shots. How's the contact on all other greenside shots?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Like ball first shots, pretty good. Like lower, yeah.
And let me give you a target out there. And this will be a landing point target, okay?
Okay.
What sort of distance range would you anticipate seeing the potential for that blade contact increase?
Like probably 20 yards, I would say,
yards.
At least.
Very nice strike, yeah?
That was a good strike.
Almost boned?
No, I thought that was good, honestly.
Okay. Why did your stance vary so much from first shot to these shots?
I don't know. I think when I try to hit this, because I was maybe hitting a little bit, like there's one where like I kind of have a narrower stance. And
that's the first one that you hit for me?
Yeah, and I focus more on releasing the hands.
Uh-huh.
And then there's one that, it depends on the lie, I kind of just figure out which one I like.
Got it.
There's another one where I'm a little, like almost more like bunker shot stance for me, and I kind of lean left.
Yeah.
And then I sort of I have the shaft dead neutral here.
Yeah.
With my weight left, and then I kind of just like, I stay there and I hit a little closer to the ball, I think.
Yeah, got it.
So it's like, if I was a little into the grain maybe, and it was like a ball first higher one, I might do this.
Time out. You can show me that here in just a second. So you've hit me 9 shots so far before you hit this 10th shot. Sorry, no, you've hit me 8 shots so far, 5 of which I'm looking here on screen. And then the ones that I videoed, I see 3 variations in stance. Have you intended to give me 3 variations in stance or just 2?
Honestly, I was just kind of feeling it. I didn't really think about it.
There's no conscious variation. It's
Not
just
really,
like
no.
You're working through in your mind just kind of an intuitive adjustment for whatever trajectory you're trying to create. Cool.
Almost then?
Yeah. So in this next one, let's have the same shot intent, and that means adopting the same stance. But once you've adopted that address stance, I want you to move both feet 1.5 boxes to the target. No, both feet. There you go.
So more back ball?
Yep, exactly.
Shaft still like forward now?
Exactly the same relative to where the ball is. So yes, the shaft will follow your stance, and so therefore it's a little bit more to the left.
Like if I was playing it a little bit more back like we have it now, I would be envisioning more of like, kind of like feeling like the contact is like ball ground at the same time.
Correct. That's what I'm looking for.
And then there's more spin than height necessarily. Like the other ball position maybe was more of like a higher one.
Yeah, so let's talk conceptually here. Come on over. This is the one that I said, I wonder if this is the event before the event. I wonder if this is the contact you sometimes experience. In this contact, the kind of relationship between where the ball is and what your body's doing, I can explain a scenario where early ground contact is more likely to happen, but if that's not something you're planning on happening, then you're going to try and avoid that, being a fantastic player and especially a fantastic wedge player. So what are the inputs that then would, if I can just draw a swing arc around you here. So we've got the swing arc around you on the right hand side, and we're asking a question, and that question is, what are the inputs in a person's swing that might cause this swing arc to hit the bottom or get to the ground a little bit too early when I'm moving that little box, which is the base or the low point of your circle, too far to your right. And then as a result of that, the reaction could be, I'm going to lift my swing arc. And so I'm going to just put the base of it right underneath where your center of mass is, right? So center of mass is set behind the golf ball.
Okay.
And so you're building in a likelihood, and that likelihood is that the arc is going to be wanting to be moving up. when it's on the left side of your center of mass. Got it? So the golf ball is in a place where you're likely moving the arc away from the ground, so a positive angle of attack, even though you're not. You're just very softly down on these shots. And now watch your body motion just in face on here. You can see some shift, some trigger off to the right, which if I'm moving this arc, it would be moving the arc potentially in that direction. And then there's some lift as well. Do you see that? Yep. So we got the arc lifted and moved further to the right. And so the first adjustment that I would make in audition is, I wonder if rather than being conscious of some adjustment in body motion, if we just move the ball position to a place that kind of agrees with the body motion you're using, whether we get the contact that we're looking for. So that's the first working theory. The second working theory is, I think that it would be much better if we're just a whole lot more stable with our center of mass movement after that initial adjustment, to where we're not triggering the swing, moving up and away, to where we're just kind of centered out and we're just rotating around that fixed axis being almost like the metaphor for the sun. We don't want the sun moving dramatically around relative to the earth. Right. So let's give that a shot now. What are you trying to accomplish?
I got the ball slightly further back relative to my sternum just from moving my feet forward.
Yep.
And then, so the shaft is now a little bit ahead of the ball, not neutral as much. And then I'm just going to stay here. I'm not going to move.
Right. What sort of potential for contact does that give you the vibe of? What I mean by that is, if I tried to hit a shot here, you said, hey Cam, hit me a shot where that golf ball is positioned just off the inside of your left foot, and don't adjust where your mass is, your sternum is. That would give me the vibe of, I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to make sure my club gets to the ground out there. Whereas the opposite is true right here. I'm gonna have to do a lot of work to make sure my club gets to the ground where the golf ball is. So what sort of vibe does that give you when you're more stable and you're more centered with your ball?
Yeah, it definitely feels like I'll hit a little bit more like pinchy, if that makes sense.
Yep.
It almost feels like it would be harder to hit high. Like it'd be more like that kind of like mid-flight spin shot we were talking about.
Well, that connects to the question I asked of when we made that primary adjustment just in ball position. I said, is that the type of shot that you're looking to hit, or do you want that same shot higher? And if you want that same shot higher, then we've got to create more rate of change in the dynamic loft underneath the golf ball.
Right.
Because we're actually using a point on the arc that's more down in angle of attack, and unless we start to release the club head underneath the handle, we're also going to be impacting with potential that it's a lower dynamic loft, only slightly, right? But if we're looking for it to go up in the air, now we need to create a little faster rate of change.
So you think keep the same ball position, just like throw it more?
Yeah, faster? Exactly. Yep.
See, it's interesting.
You love that, didn't you?
Yes, I do. I have something to say. Okay, so based on the lies that I was trying to hit this shot from, it feels to me, if I set up this way already, and then I try to throw it, it almost feels to me like based on the lies I was trying to hit the shot from, like this setup would dig too much to where I can't hit behind it. So like the shot I was trying to play was almost like where I could hit behind it, if that makes sense a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's why I think I had it more forward.
Yeah.
And then I sort of was trying to stay there so I could almost like clip it off the top, sort of.
Cool. All right, let's time out in here and go off the grass.
Okay.
And try and, we don't need to take your bag. We're just going to go right out here. We're going to replicate something similar to those lies.
Okay. So do you want me to throw this one more, or just hit what we did in there, the spinny one?
No, I want the adjustment being the shot that you're trying to hit.
Okay, so
which our new understanding is we're trying to hit it higher up in the air, but we're doing it from a ball that's less forward and a mass movement that just moves less, right?
Yeah.
So we're more centered out.
There's my thin shot.
Here's what I want you to do now. Before you hit this next ball, I want you to step away from the ball and I want you to make a rehearsal of these movements, a rehearsal incorporating these movements, but seeing yourself strike the ground in the exact location and in the exact way that you're looking for. And that exact way is not only location, but it's also depth, correct?
Okay, yeah, I'll show you.
It's also rate of change in the loft. Okay, so I saw your club start here, but impact here.
Yeah.
Yep. So it needs to impact the ground a little earlier. So let's do that again.
Okay.
So you should be addressing this scratch mark that I just did with my chapstick.
Like I could do that even with like the line in the mat, right?
Yeah, for sure,
or like bunker line, just draw in the bunker kind.
Exactly. But the point being, hit the ground the exact spot you're looking to. A little high.
Yeah.
Yep, we want to be deeper. That was nice depth.
I thought, no.
What's that?
I was behind my spot, I think.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Ever so slightly. I have a little blade of grass picked out. That was perfect.
Great, outstanding. Tiny little blade of grass. Okay,
close.
step on in. Go ahead and pull the trigger pretty quick here. Be reactive. Okay, go back over there. Do it again.
Forgot I was trying to hit it that far.
Do it again. Tiny bit of blade of grass. Very good mass control. That was too light on the landing point, too high on the landing point, was it not?
It was, I was trying to not get the face dirty.
Great, okay, step to it.
Interesting.
Okay, leave those three there. We may be back out here, or maybe we go over there, but I want to come back inside. Best one, yeah?
Yeah, it was good contact. It was just too much speed.
Show me the languid one.
Like,
You're expecting this languid one to send the ball up into the air, yes?
yes. But more just soft.
Got it. Soft ball speed.
Like that's what I see a lot. It's like that type of thin.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's a good thin. Like it's a good shot, but I know it's like not quite what I was looking for.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. Actually, you didn't shank it, but only about, can you zoom in on that? That was the contact he made in the languid one where the arc just doesn't get to the ground soon enough, right? But the arc did get to the ground. You felt the club tap the ground?
Yeah.
Could be because of the deflection. I don't imagine that was because of the deflection that time. Imagine the bottom of your arc was just tipped too far to the left. So I'm gonna go languid here. That's the type of languid shot you're trying to play. Oh, that was nice.
That was good.
There we go. My contact, his contact. So what did I do successfully that got the arc to the ground?
You didn't raise up as much?
Mm-hmm. I have net height change that's actually lower. I think what you'll see when I go down target line here is I also have height at address. It's lower than you, meaning I'm deeper in my knee flex. So I want you to get just a little lower to the ground, like ride the bike, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I want you to feel like if there's a height change at all, that's actually lower than the ceiling that you start touching. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Languid one here?
Languid. Does that feel like you're riding the bike? Good. Get lower. Feel yourself sink during the shot. Let's do it up here. I want you to start here, and I want you to club to hover above the metal, and then during the stroke, I want you to get the club to touch the metal. Make sense? Hit it louder. Still languid though, so it's just a depth feeling. There we go. Coming up, do that.
Oh, I remember this feel.
Oh, there she is. We'll see that contact height. Yeah, what is that? Double the height, triple the height of what it was from before? Let's match these up now. You ready?
Yeah.
Now, before. Say that height change?
Mm-hmm, slightly, but enough. Doesn't take much to make a change in contact.
Sure doesn't. Strike the metal firmer, louder. Which does not mean you're hitting it harder. It just means you're trying to strike deeper, yes?
See, that's like what I get concerned about with that.
But as long as you have the landing point of the club far enough to the left, it shouldn't matter that you feel too deep with it. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. I just think that one was too far right.
Yeah, it was. And I'm not in a place where I would see much of why it was too far right. It certainly wasn't a swing direction right. And by the way, I certainly don't see your long languid having too much change of direction, going back to your original question. And I certainly don't see it not having enough left swing direction.
Okay.
Copy?
Yeah.
What's our concept so far? Teach it to the camera.
Get the club deeper into the ground while having the low point a little bit more forward.
Nice. And how are we accomplishing the low point more forward?
It's part setup. It's part not moving off of it and swing. I mean, it's part not moving off of it to the right too much and then tilting late.
Outstanding.
How
are you accomplishing the depth of the arc?
I'm just, it's a little bit just kind of feeling like here in the setup more like grounded.
Yep.
And then when
dynamic fielder.
When I start throwing it,
yep,
getting like the grip and just the club, everything like a little bit lower to the ground.
Great. Yeah.